Hi, this is Chris Davis of Slash Gear. We've got a couple of Nokia's latest smartphones here, Nokia N series N97 mini and the E series Nokia E72. Both have full QWERTY keyboards, slightly different design. There's obviously the E72 is a candy bar format and the N97 mini is a smaller kind of slider compact version of the existing N97. So let's have a look and see what you get inside the box, and we'll start with the N97 mini. So as I just said, this device, kind of more compact version of the existing N97, which was reasonably well received. The keyboard wasn't particularly liked when it was first reviewed by a lot of reviewers, but sales have been very strong with the N97 actually. And Nokia brought out this smaller, more compact version at Nokia World a few months ago. The main difference is, obviously the keyboard is slightly different and it lacks an FM transmitter, but there will be other kind of usability changes, and obviously it's a smaller device. So just open it up, we've got the same sort of matte black packaging that we've seen from the N900 as well. But the phone itself, which we will come back to, standard Nokia BL4D battery. That's a 1200 mAh battery. Underneath we've got Nokia mains adapter, and that goes to a micro USB connector, and so you should be pretty much good to go with any micro USB connector there, or charge up from a computer of course. We've got a rather complicated, interesting looking headset here. The spare ear gels, and then here we've got obviously some pretty serious looking earbuds and quite comprehensive remote control section there with not only play, track, skip buttons, but there's a completely separate call answer button and volume controls on the side with a clip. The only problem is you can't actually seemingly plug in your own headphones into that, which is a shame, because I know a lot of people like to, myself included, use their own headset with the manufacturer provided microphone and control box. So I'll have to have a look and see whether these headphones are any good in practice. Then there's a standard USB to micro USB cable, which you can use to copy data across to the device, install firmware updates, recharge it from your computer. There's Nokia OV Suite on a DVD there, which is installed onto your computer. You'll need a PC. Unfortunately, there's no Mac OS X client, which might limit some people. User guides. More user guides, a few more user guides, trial access for 10 days use of the OV regional mapping, instructions for the OV store, which is Nokia's on-device download store. And that's everything in the box in a minute. Let's have a quick look at what the phone gets you itself. And as we said, this is a smaller version, compact version of the N97. So I'll just take off this plastic cover. So you've got the same sort of basic design. It's a full touchscreen. This runs Series 60 5th edition, and brings with it the kind of version 2.0, which is not long being released for N97 owners, and the kind of the general consensus, though it's early days, is that makes a huge difference to usability. Front-facing video camera here. There's a proximity sensor, which will obviously turn the screen on and off depending on whether you're holding the phone to your face. Single hardware button there, and call and end soft keys. Around on the side, volume controls and a camera shortcut button. And obviously there's a 5 megapixel autofocus camera on the back. Just covered at the moment by a little. And one thing you don't get, which you do on the N97 full-size version, is any kind of mechanical lens cover, which some people might have an issue with. On the top, standard 3.5mm headset jack, always good to see. Power button, which kind of as with other Nokia phones will also give you access to a shortcut menu for different profiles and the phone put into flight mode. Micro USB port there, and you can actually see the tiny little indicator LED on the side to show charge status. Lock switch, and down at the bottom there is a speaker and a lanyard hook. And yeah, as I said on the back, 5 megapixel autofocus camera with Carl Zeiss optics, dual LED flash. We can just take this, prise this metal back cover plate off. Which we should be able to. And there is a micro SD card slot and SIM card slot, which just kind of goes down into there. Prise that back on if we can. And obviously what makes the N97 interesting is that it has this QWERTY keyboard. Nokia have moved away, this is a smaller device than the N97, so they've gotten rid of the separate D-pad. You get much smaller directional normal arrow keys there. Still got this offset spacebar, which, while it looks as if it's going to be a usability issue, actually is pretty good for falling underneath your right thumb while you're typing. And the keys, not a huge amount of travel, must admit, but the spacing is pretty good in between, and we'll obviously be going through and seeing how that actually works out for typing, because you're looking at Series 60. Obviously you've got Exchange support there, POP, IMAP, email support, onboard messaging, and there's plenty of different messaging clients in the OV store, so pretty much any platform that you're using, your friends are using, you'll be able to communicate with them. Build quality seems good. There's some metal again around this bezel here, metal backplate, the rest is sort of matte black plastic. And it's a pretty compact device. I know a lot of people complained that the N97 was quite large, so it made a significant sort of dent in your pocket, and they were hoping for a more kind of consumer-oriented version, so maybe this is it. So that's the N97 Mini. Let's put that to one side and have a look at the E72 next. Thanks for watching this SlashGear unboxing. We'll have the N97 Mini review up on SlashGear very soon.